Hey everyone, extremely interesting tutorial today. So I am modeling this MX Master Mouse, right? A very beautiful and complex design. And I'm here at the bottom and we have here this bottom piece, right? And we have to close this hole that all of those surfaces blend together, and it's a very complex task here, and I just want to show you some absolute amazing, never shown before techniques and workflows that are super fun. And if you want to learn complex 3D modeling in Plasticity and model this MX Master Mouse completely from scratch, then check out my new complex surface modeling course. Inside I guide you step by step through the most powerful workflows and techniques, from analyzing the shape, building precise curves, to create clean surfaces, control blends and high quality details. You will also learn how to properly use the most important surface modeling tools in Plasticity. So if you want to master complex modeling in Plasticity, check out the first link below this video. And also I have prepared for you so everyone can follow along a practice file. So go below this video and you can just download that and open that so you can follow exactly one-to-one here. And also, if you want to learn the complete step-by-step process of how to model this mouse completely from scratch with all of the techniques, workflows, explanation, fully narration, so you learn the best and most powerful workflows and techniques that will enable you to basically model literally any product, design, concept or shape that you want. So you are very confident with Plasticity, then check out my newly launched course. It's by far the best Plasticity course out there. Also link in the description. Check the product page out with all of the information. And now let's dive in here. And again, download this file below this video. So if you have Xnerps, the studio version, then probably you can even just close that with one click, and this is absolutely amazing. And if you just want it like close fast, if you're just practicing, or if it's just a complex, then you can do that. And then afterwards I will also show you how to do it with the indie license and a little bit in the manual way, which is also amazing because you will just learn so much about this technique and workflow, and just how to break complex shapes down into smaller pieces. So let's try it with Xnerps. So I have activated Xnerps that, and now with shift click I just add all of those edges that I want to add. So like that. And now let's give it here even G2 everywhere and keep the sharp edges as G0, and voila. I don't know how is that possible. This is just absolutely crazy how Xnerps works. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just amazing. If we would do the same with patch, let's try. So if we first select all of those edges and patch it, you see it works as well, but we get here at the bottom some issues. So you can try here to give maybe G2, and voila, you see basically you can use that as well. Absolutely nice, beautiful surface transition, follows exactly the shape and the form as we want. However, there is one little issue here, because you see we have like this very sharp angle, and at this point you see we just have a little bit of the shading issue. So it's again, for 98% of the people this does not matter, you know, because we don't, or I don't teach you how to work like perfect class A manufacturing ready whatever, but I still want to show you just an additional workflow and technique how we could fix something like that and just improve it a little bit. So first you have to understand the problem. So the problem is, if we go to the top view, if I take here my pen, you see we have this hole here, and the problem is, if we want patch, we want kind of like a little bit cleaner hole. So something like that, right? So we want to patch like that because you see like this kind of surface just looks a little bit more predictable than if we would add here this extra piece here, right? So we want to remove that. So we want to first create here a surface, a small one, because once we have the surface, we have a much smaller, more predictable hole, this one, and this we can then patch. And then we also should resolve those shading issues here. So how to do that? Basically, we just want to create here a curve which follows exactly or like very similar kind of shape of this curve here. So we just want to bring it somewhere here. So a very simple way is you just select this curve, Shift D to duplicate. And now you also select this curve and Shift D duplicate it as well. And now you can just take this curve, press F and search for sweep and sweep it around here, right? Because then it will just sweep. And yeah, now we are not getting to this curve. So what we want to do is we want to go to the top view. So now in the top view, we just want to create a line like here. So top view, Shift A to create a line and snap somewhere here and just drag that out kind of 90 degrees to the radius of this circle here, something like that. Right click. And now we want to imprint this curve onto the surface. So select this curve, press F and search, select the curve line, press F and imprint. Select imprint and just select the surface, right click. And now you see we have this curve here, or this edge. Select this curve, X deleted, and now select this edge and duplicate it, Shift D, so we have the curve now. And now go to the object mode, select the surface, X deleted, and also very important, select this blue curve, X deleted too, and select this curve, X deleted too. We want the surfaces. But now we just want to attach this curve to this edge, right? So you can't just take the point, right? Because we duplicated the edge. So we first have to press 2, select this curve, press F and look for rebuild. Bam, rebuild. This way we are kind of rebuilding the curve. Right click. And now press 1, points mode, select both of those points. Press G for the move and press V for the pivot command. So we can attach the pivot to this top point. And now with G, again, move and control click, we can snap it to the curve. So control click, make sure you snap to the curve. And in the top view, and you see it's a little bit like curved. So press just G again and control click and snap it somewhere here. So it's kind of just straight. Something like that. And also you can now select only this point and with G again, just bring it a little bit inwards, right? Because we brought those points inwards. So we just want to bring this point also inwards. But it's like a lot of like fiddly work, but yeah, that will help us. And maybe with G, just bring it a little bit up. And also select this point with G, just bring it a little bit up. So we kind of smoothen out a little bit the curve. So you can also, a simpler way, you could also just create a line, Shift A, and just connect those points, Shift S, duplicate, select this point, and also kind of rebuild this curve too. So it also works, but I just want to show you, as always, especially in my courses, just different tools, workflows, and techniques, because oftentimes you just need different ones for different situations, which I definitely also explain in the course also when to use what. And now very simple. Now you just select this edge, make sure again to delete the blue curve. So select the edge, shift click, loft, bam. And now shift click and shift click. give it here G0 because we have a sharp edge, and voila. Now if we check from the bottom, bam, you see, if you remember at this point here, we had like a very ugly reflection kind of, right? And now you see we have a beautiful continuous surface. So now select the curve, X to delete it, press 4, select all the surfaces, join them, and now we can use patch again, press 2, and with shift click, just go around, select all of those edges here, bam, patch, G1, G1, and G1, and this looks great, much better here, but now we still have this issue. So if we give it here G2, then, oh, okay. So here it looks then already much better, but it starts to break here the shape. So you see with patch, it's just a little bit more, you need a little bit more skill, workflows and techniques to adjust that. But let's go one step further. So yeah, again, 95% of the people that would be fine, but I wouldn't be Nikita and showing you here cool stuff if I would not show you the next step. So now we have fixed this issue. But now you remember when we patched, we had some issues here. So we basically, again, just want a nice smooth connection between those surfaces. So let's do that. So select this face and search for, press F, search for isoparam, press tab, add, yeah, here an edge, and select this face, again, press F, isoparam, here, and somewhere here, and now press 2, select those two edges here, loft them, shift click, G0. So now you see we have at the bottom 100% a very nice surface, right? So right click, and now you see again our hole is again got a little bit smaller. So let's press F, select all surfaces, join, press 2, and let's again try to patch that. Bam, let's patch it, G1, 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 and G1. And now you see our surface got even better. So again, if you want to learn how to model this whole mouse completely from scratch, step by step, with all of the learnings of those amazing techniques, workflows, and tools that will enable you to model any design, complex shape, and concept that you want, then check out first link below this video for the course. And just to summarize, if you have X-NURBS, good, this will make a lot of things easier, but patch just teaches you like the depths of plasticity of surface modeling, and it's just a lot of fun to experiment and solve this kind of issues. So leave a like and subscribe, check out the course, first link in the description. See you in there, bye.